Hey guys, welcome back to another epic episode of Quad Nation. So today we're going to be going over what exactly happened at the very end of the last video I uploaded. A lot of you suspected that I flipped the bike back, and I have to confirm, yes I did. This baby went all the way back. So what exactly happened? How did I do that? Well, number one, I'm not a pro. Number two, these small two-strokes have no low-end power. So you have to use the power band to really get it up. And once you have it up, if you don't find your balance point quickly, when the bike starts to come back down, you're going to have to rip back into it, and just a little bit of the brap of the throttle while you're in the power band will flip it up quick. Well, I flipped it up quick. I thought I was going to maintain that balance point. I didn't. I felt as if the bike was going to come back down. So what did I do? While I'm almost straight up, I felt as if the bike was going to start coming down. So what did I do? Brap the throttle one more time, and back I went. It hit hard, guys. You'll notice that the fenders here are cracked. Okay, as it came down, you'll see once I slow the video down, it grabbed the fender, flipped it all the way up on its side. It cracked it here, stretched it here, and then cracked it right here. Okay, but other than that, oh, and you'll notice that there was some oil on the lime rock. And what that was is, at first I was confused, thinking that maybe I had cracked my case or something like that. But come to find out, this bolt must have backed out, fell out when we were riding. And so once the engine was on its side, the oil, which normally stays way down here, ended up flowing out of that open hole there. But I noticed it was missing as I started investigating. Put another bolt in there, and it's been good ever since. Other than that, guys, the KTM took that hit like a champ, whereas Megatron has disappointed me a little bit, because as most of you have seen, it took a hard hit at Crewmate TV Park. And looking at the quad right after the accident, it didn't look like too much was messed up. You know, the fender was drooped down a little bit, headlight was busted, handlebars were bent, but other than that, it looked like, okay, replace the bars, headlights, good to go. But that was not the case, guys. The next video coming up, I'm going to have the complete reconstruction of the Raptor. It's going to be a really great video, so definitely be looking out for that. But the Raptor, yes, it did take a hard hit, and it just must have hit the earth just right, because it really wasn't going all that fast. I would have never expected how much damage truly was beneath the fenders. But it must have, as it flipped, it must have just slammed into the earth just right at its weak points, to where it just did tons of damage. I mean, the frame really needed to be replaced, but I don't have the means to buy a new $800 frame. So I crossed my fingers. I took a sledgehammer. You'll see in the video, I ripped all the plastics down, and I just took a sledgehammer and started beating away. And I was able, believe it or not, you can't even tell that this quad was ever in a bad accident. It is, I couldn't be happier. Still disappointed at how much damage there was from a relatively low speed accident, but I couldn't be happier with the way it turned out. So super happy with Megatron, super happy how well this KTM held together after that. I mean, I don't know exactly how fast. I was probably going at least 25 or 30, and flipped that baby all the way back. And I'm very happy to see that. I mean, nothing was torqued or messed up. I figured the exhaust would have been all smashed in or something. I mean, this bike handled that accident well. So absolutely impressed with the KTM. I'm also happy with how Megatron turned out, so keep an eye out for that reconstruction video. You're gonna love it. Also, we recently resurrected my Honda Recon. The rear end needed to be rebuilt. We did that. I sold it to my brother, and then we put it head to head up against my Polaris Trail Boss 325. Yes, he had his girlfriend on the back. His wife on the back. Yes, it wasn't completely a fair race, but we still raced just for fun, and the outcome of that was actually quite surprising. So check out that video coming up soon too. Now, a few months after he had the quad, he had a catastrophic engine failure. As you can see, look at that piston. I've never seen one like it. That is absolutely insane. This is his head. There's a valve missing. So I'm not exactly sure what happened, and the cylinder's pretty smooth still, not too much scoring. The only thing I can suspect that happened was it was a push rod motor, so that's part of the cam. You know, you got the big long rods that move the valves up and down. I think that the push rods failed, which slammed a valve into the piston. I mean, there's a hole all the way through that piston. So that's what I suspect happened. Either way, that's super cool to show you guys, because I love looking at, you know, nobody wants their engine to blow up, but if it does, it is really cool to kind of examine things and just to see what kind of pressures and forces are on those parts to deform them like that. It's just mind-boggling, and it's really not all that powerful. That engine is really not all that powerful compared to like a Raptor. Alright guys, I'm sure y'all are ready to see this, so let's go ahead and do it. Let's watch the KTM 65SX Epic Epic Wheelie Fail. Let's do it, guys. Whoa. You saw it, huh? That's not happening. You saw it, huh? That's not happening. You saw it, huh? It's still recording, bro. Oh. How bad did I mess the bike up? It's too unpredictable. The power band is. I got to admit, it doesn't look like it really messed anything up. Yeah. There is a bolt missing from my clutch. That's where all the oil went. Hey, as long as we're recording, that's all that matters, right? Right. That'll be the exit for a while. The exit video. It doesn't look like... Well, I will say, I'm glad I didn't wreck my son's bike. Doesn't look like anything else is broken, right? Body's good. I don't feel it. Start right up, bro. Let's go look at that. We took a dump right here. I've got to park it though, because it is leaking oil. Alright guys, as always, coordination should stay on 4 wheels. Coordination 929. I'm out.